Have you ever promised God, "Lord, I'll never do it again"? And then, a few days later, you fell into the same sin again? Now you're wondering, am I a fake Christian? Has God given up on me? Why can't I change? Before you click away, what if the struggle you're fighting is actually proof that God is still working inside you? You sin, you feel guilty, you ask God for forgiveness, you promise you'll never do it again. For a moment, you feel free, but then temptation returns, and suddenly you're back where you started. The worst part isn't the sin, it's the shame. The voice inside your head whispers, "You're a failure. God is tired of you." Real Christians don't struggle like this. So you begin hiding, not from people, from God. Many Christians secretly believe, if I still struggle, I must not love God enough. But that's a lie. Dead people don't fight sin. Spiritually, dead people enjoy it. The fact that you're fighting, the fact that you're grieving, the fact that you're asking God for help, proves your heart is still alive. A fake Christian usually doesn't care. But you care. That's why it hurts. Most people think sin starts with actions, but it starts much earlier. It begins in thoughts, in loneliness, in stress, in fear, in wounds nobody else can see. The enemy rarely attacks when you're strong. He attacks when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when you're isolated. That's why some battles keep repeating. The problem isn't only behavior. The problem is what feeds the behavior. If God wanted to abandon you, He wouldn't keep calling you back. Every time you feel conviction, that's not rejection, that's love. God corrects the people He loves. The enemy condemns. God restores. The enemy says, "You're too broken." God says, "Come back to me." The enemy reminds you of your past. God reminds you of His grace. Freedom doesn't start when temptation disappears. Freedom starts when you stop fighting alone. Stop depending only on willpower. Start depending on God. Pray before temptation comes. Read Scripture daily. Remove what pulls you towards sin. Fill your mind with truth. Progress may be slow, but every step matters. God isn't asking for perfection, He's asking for persistence. Maybe you're watching this because you're tired. Tired of failing. Tired of starting over. Tired of carrying guilt. Listen carefully. God has not given up on you. Your struggle is not your identity. Your mistakes are not your future. Keep praying. Keep on fighting. Keep trusting. Because God's grace is greater than your greatest failure.